It's Wednesday. It's time to talk about wellness and beauty. I'm Michelle Medina Sison, and I'm an avid fan of anything pure and wholesome.
I enjoy keeping my whole body in great shape. Nutrition and fitness just keep me growing. In all forms also interest me. Beauty of poise and figure, beauty of hair and skin, and beauty that comes from within. The search for a higher purpose inspires me to launch a journey of discovery every single day. But it all boils down to one thing: wellness. Being totally well in every part of your life. Physical health, which keeps our senses working at its optimum. Mental health, which allows us to deal with the stresses of life. Emotional health, that balances our relationship with ourselves and the world at large. And spiritual health, which gives us the ability to see beyond ourselves and tap into a higher power.
It's time to heal. It's time to feel better. It's time to look better. And it's time to do well. Join us every Wednesday at 5 p.m. at Salamat Queen Facebook page and Salamat Queen TV YouTube channel. We'll see you there.
It's time for Wellness Wednesday. Hi everyone, this is Michelle and welcome to our every Wednesday show, which is called Wellness Wednesday with Michelle Medina Sison. Welcome everyone. Okay, this is a talk about combined talk about fitness and wellness stories, and also this is we have some features of people who are really experts into wellness in the areas of health, beauty, fitness, and a lot of things. All right. My name is Michelle Medina Sison, and I was not into wellness before. I used to be in the bank before. And the reason why I got into wellness because I had a story. When I was working in the bank, I was working very hard. I had some health problems after some time, and I suffered from low energy. I gained so much weight because of a very bad lifestyle, and because of that, I looked for something, and luckily, after getting into a nutrition program, my energy went up. I feel better in a few days, and I look better. And then in a matter of 3 months, I lost about 60 inches and 22 pounds. And that one got me thinking that anybody can get into wellness. All right. So what is really wellness? Wellness is about taking care of your body early on in life. It's about there are different dimensions of wellness. You have the body, you have the mind, you have the spirit, you even have the environment to take care of for our well-being. All right. For the body, you have the wellness of taking care of what you eat, exercise, sleep, relaxation, and that one is about how you look after your body. And for the mind, you have something to look after how you think and how you feel on what you do every day. And of course, for the spirit, our body comprised of not only mind and body, but we have our spirit to look after, that we are looking for a higher purpose in what we do in our life. And we also have our environmental wellness, wherein we work with environment to make this place a better world to live in. All right. So, what inspired me to take a path towards wellness? It's because of my transformation. I was not healthy before, then I got better. And because of that experience, I really wanted to help people to transform. And anybody can transform. It doesn't matter how old you are or young you are. It doesn't matter about your age, your background, your experiences. Anyone can be into wellness and transform themselves. And the reason why we put the show up, we want to help a lot of people for them to get into a better path, especially now in our situation. We have the most challenging moment in the last 100 years. We want to help people to thrive, even though we are in this challenging times. So that is the reason why I really wanted to get into wellness, right? Okay. So before I do all to describe about the details of Wellness Wednesday, let me introduce to you a very dashing guy, and he's very passionate about his career. He is a singer, he is a radio host, and a certified voiceover artist, and he is also passionate about finance and investments and mental wellness, also his advocacy. So please help me welcome, or let us welcome, Miguel. Salamat!
Hi, Miss Michelle, and hi to our
Hi,
viewers.
how are
And nice to see you
you?
again, Miss Michelle. How are you naman?
You know what? It's really incredible, especially after our event or our episode last
Yes.
week. So
Wow. Yeah.
amazing talaga tong ginagawa natin na show.
Yes,
Ikaw,
of
how are
course.
you?
I'm
Mm.
doing great, no? So far, Miss Michelle, talaga I'm into
Mm-mm.
fitness na ngayon talaga. Talaga na-push ako nung last time na usap po natin. Sa last episode, no? Talagang na-push ako. Pero ngayon, I think, pag-uusapan natin mamaya, no, Miss Michelle, it's about
So,
spiritual. Yeah.
yes. So,
Mm-mm.
ang maganda doon, na-inspire ka because of our
Yes, correct
episode
po.
2.
Yes po. Mm-mm. That's
So, that's
correct.
why right now you have taken the path towards fitness.
Yes, that's right.
It's wonderful.
Mm.
Okay.
Thank you
So,
po. Mm.
oo, ano naman yung tutunan mo kay Doktora Carlita last time? 'Di ba?
Well, yes po. Yeah. Opo 'no, napanood ko nga yung last episode 'no. Talagang, tumutok
Mm.
din ako diyan 'no.
Mm.
Kay Doctor Carlita 'no, the ways to
Yes.
maintain positive mental health, 'yan 'di ba? About mental health din.
Oo.
And the ways we keep our mind in state of peace using the Zen
Oo.
practice. 'Di ba po Miss Michelle, that having
Yes,
self-care,
oo.
good attitude, and positive outlook helps with our mind and our mental health. Ayun po.
Oo. You know naman in this program, we discover new thoughts and techniques to achieve balance, in our life, no? And sabi nga ni Jay, mindfulness through Zen is to help our mind, okay, to
Yes, opo.
attain peace, inner peace. Very important, right?
Correct. Tama, correct
Mm.
po.
And
Naku,
today we have an exciting episode. We will talk about spirituality.
yes, yan, 'di ba, Miss Michelle,
Yeah.
that's very exciting. I'm into
Mm.
spirituality rin,
Because spirituality and beliefs also affect our mind. Beliefs affect how you think, which influence how you feel and
Mhm.
think. Ako, Miguel, another day of learning, another an hour and a half of learning. So, do you think that our bodies are made up of? I think our bodies are made up of energies, no? Which our guests will talk about today. Okay.
Yes po, that's right,
Mm.
no, Miss Michelle. I
Mm.
know some of the energies, no, that if we share a good energy, syempre
Mm.
makaka-affect din po tayo diyan sa other people, no. Mashi-share natin yung
Mm,
good
mm.
energy, and syempre may bad energies din na malalaman po natin later. Ayun.
Oo. So, yung narinig mo na yung isang klase ng energy healing, anong
Mhm.
tawag doon, Miguel?
I think yun po ba yung ano, Reiki? Tama po ba?
Oo, naku yan
Ayun.
yun. So, so we are all guided by the same invisible life force, and we control our physical, mental, emotional well-being. Okay? So,
Yes, correct.
excited ka na,
And
Miguel?
yes, I'm very excited to find out from our guests what our spiritual aspect are. Ayan.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So in this program, we host to listen from and our guests, no? Meron tayong mga guests, napaka-exciting ng mga guests na to. And talagang iba-iba yung category nila. And they will share their experiences and knowledge. All right? Okay?
Yes, all right.
Pero this
Kaya
will
naman,
happen sa pagbabalik na
balik na.
Wellness
Wellness
Wednesday!
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. It's time to talk about wellness and beauty. I'm Medina Sison, and I'm an avid fan of anything pure and wholesome.
I enjoy keeping my whole body in great shape. Nutrition and fitness just keep me growing. In all forms also interest me. Beauty of poise and figure, beauty of hair and skin, and beauty that comes from within. The search for a higher purpose inspires me to launch a journey of discovery every single day. But it all boils down to one thing: wellness. Being totally well in every part of your life. Physical health, which keeps our senses working at its optimum. Mental health, which allows us to deal with the stresses of life. Emotional health, that balances our relationship with ourselves and the world at large. And spiritual health, which gives us the ability to see beyond ourselves and tap into a higher power.
It's time to heal. It's time to feel better. It's time to look better. And it's time to do well. Join us every Wednesday at 5 p.m. at Grandma Cab Queen Facebook page and Grandma Cab Queen TV YouTube channel. We'll see you there.
It's time for Wellness Wednesday. All right, welcome back.
Yes, welcome
Hi,
back
Miguel,
po.
welcome back. All right. So in
Yes.
the show, we have 4 segments that we will discuss, right?
Yes, that's
Okay.
correct.
All right. So the first segment is called the wholeness. It is
Uy.
very important to discuss this aspect because that makes up our entire human composition. And because to achieve real wellness, every part of our body should be in harmony with each other. So for this segment, we will have talks, interviews about various forms of exercise and physical activity, discussions on food, nutrition. Ito yung ginawa natin before, right?
Yes, that's true. That's correct po,
Okay.
Miss Michelle, no?
All right.
Very interesting. And of course, no, our second segment is called Allure, no? This is a segment
Oo.
naman that will interest a lot of women and syempre sa mga kalalakihan as well. And here we will tackle different topics on skincare, hair care, teeth care,
Mm.
and nail care. We'll also take a look at at some of the latest beauty treatments that are available out
Oo.
there. Yes, that's correct, Miss Michelle.
Oo.
Mm-mm.
And of course, you will approach beauty holistically, which means you will feature products and practices that are truly beneficial for you on a long-term basis, no? Although it's really exciting and fun because here we'll teach you some fantastic tips, beauty secrets, and breakthrough, no? Tools and gadgets to watch out for, right,
Yes,
Miguel?
correct. Yes, and the third segment
Oo.
naman po is called icons, no? Yes, anyone who has achieved a measure of success to uplift his life or someone else's life is called an icon. You know, in achieving wellness, it's very important to keep our eyes and minds open to the stories of those who have achieved success in their search for total wellness. In the segment, we will hear some aspirational and inspirational success stories in the field of health, fitness, and well-being. And I assure that you will learn a lot from real-life stories of
Of
successful
course.
people, no? Like Miss Michelle.
Oo.
Nako, 'di ba? Grabe 'yorn.
At saka yung mga naging guest natin before, 'di ba talaga
Yes, opo.
nag-transform sila. Grabe yung mga
Totoo.
itsura nila talaga. They've become the icon, no? 'Di ba?
Yes po.
And
True, that's correct.
mm,
Mm-mm.
'di ba? So, we also have our fourth segment in wellness. This is wellness review. We will in the future have insightful reviews on various products to guide you in buying those products for long-lasting benefits for your body. We will also invite experts from the various areas, no? Para ma-discuss nila yung mga medicine and health to weigh in on a particular product or health fad or health, not naman fad, but something that you can really be interested in right now that will give you that will give an expert opinion on health products that you might want to buy. Okay? All right.
Yes.
So, let's
Mm.
batiin naman natin muna yung mga guests na, yung mga
Oh, yes.
nanonood.
Oo
Ay, so
nga
si
po eh.
Tita Tess Castro, thank you for watching. Thank
Hello.
you for, yan, diba? Keep
Hi, Miss
sharing, Tita
Tess.
Tess. You know, she's another icon of beauty.
Wow, talaga
And, you
naman,
know,
no?
at that age, na-carry niya lahat ang beauty. And,
Mm.
ako, maganda yan. Maganda niyang i-discuss in the future. And
Thank you
my
for
friend,
viewing. Miss Tess,
Josephine,
no?
thank you for
Oh,
watching.
hello.
Watching right
Yan po,
now.
hello. Happy viewing po.
Happy
Yan, thank you.
viewing. All right. Okay, hi. Ayan, di ba si Jopay? Hi.
Ayan. Hi, Jopay. Yan, please keep on
Okay.
liking and sharing, di ba po, Miss Michelle? Ayun.
Okay. So, ito na. We're gonna be starting na, ha? Ang next, ang speakers na natin. So, sa pagbabalik na,
Ito na.
Wellness
Wellness
Wednesday.
Wednesdays. See you.
Hi everyone, this is Michelle and welcome back to my channel.
Okay, welcome back.
Right, welcome back again.
Oo, and now this is our 5th episode.
Yes.
So right now, we will be talking about spirituality. Correct, Miguel?
Correct. Yes, that's correct, Miss Michelle. Spirituality, no? And as you said kanina, no, I think this is very important, no, for us, no, to achieve real wellness. Then every part of our being should work in harmony with each
Yeah.
other, no.
Uh-huh.
So we will go in depth po with this, no, with spirituality. Naku, I'm very very excited po, Miss Michelle, na i-introduce na natin ang ating special guest for today.
All
Ayun.
right. Okay. He is a cosmic
Yes.
healer
Oh.
working and healing on 3 levels.
Wow.
Like heavenly, human level, and earth level. Her work involves connecting people to deep spirituality and transformation through working with celestial beings and touching healing with Reiki,
Oh,
bringing
yun.
physical wellness. And
Wow.
kakaiba yan, and healing the earth through feng shui and rituals. She is an ordained interfaith metaphysical minister, a spiritual teacher, Reiki master teacher, and an
Wow.
angel light worker teacher, and Taoist medicine practitioner. She has certification on TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, acupuncture, and pediatric acupuncture, a member of a National Acupuncture Detox Association, and a holistic health coach, laser therapy for smoking cessation, stress and weight management, and feng shui. And her goal is to help us find the cosmic self within us. Let us welcome Reverend Lilian Hewlett.
Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome, Teacher Lilian.
Wellness Wednesday.
Teacher Isa,
Wellness Wednesday.
welcome po.
Hello.
Thank you for
Thank you
being
very
with us.
much. Yes,
Hello
it's
po.
my pleasure. I was a little bit in awe when I heard the word wellness and beauty. Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful
Yes.
combination.
And of course,
Thank
you're
you.
also beautiful,
Thank you,
Teacher
teacher.
Isa. No? Thank you so
Thank you very
much.
much.
So,
Thank you,
yes.
teacher.
Yes, thank you so much. Pero Miss Michelle, no, let's start now with Teacher Isa, no. So Teacher Isa,
Okay.
can you tell me can you tell us about yourself? What do you do, and kindly share to our audience here, of course, more
Yes.
about your work.
Yes.
Yeah, you have already said kanina na I am a cosmic healer because dati ino-organize ko yan, no? And then it I have 3 levels of work. So, yung first level is the spirituality, connecting people to God, no? The first intention of Reiki is not to just really heal how to heal others, but to really heal oneself so that we can really find our true self. And our true self is our connection to the divine. So
Mm-mm.
I do that also with the angel work. So I teach people how to really connect with the angels because the angels are around us. And if you're not going to call them, they will be unemployed.
Ah, really?
Talaga.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ganun
because
po pala.
they really follow the free will. Unless you are really in a big, parang pinaka super emergency, they will not interfere with us. So that's my
Wow,
work,
really?
the
Wow.
spiritual work.
Amazing. Mm-mm.
And then the second is really healing, helping the people heal themselves. So that is also through teaching Reiki, through my acupuncture practice, and through the Taoist medicine practice. So the Taoist medicine is also
Yes.
like
Mm-mm.
the traditional Chinese medicine plus the esoteric part of acupuncture or the
I
inner work of
see.
acupuncture. Kasi pag
Wow.
nagkakasakit
Okay.
Mm-mm.
tayo, merong tatlong paraan, paano yun, analysis. Pwedeng galing siya sa environment, pwedeng galing sa ating human na ginawa natin sa ating sarili, at yung pangatlo, binigay siya ng Diyos para may matuto tayo. Sa pagka nandun siya sa heavenly level, si God lang talaga ang
That's
makaka-resolve noon.
wonderful. So,
Mm-mm.
Teacher
And then
Isa.
Correct.
lastly, and lastly
Lastly,
is the earth level. So I
okay.
hold rituals pag meron tayong bagyong darating or healing the place, feng shui,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
or yeah, clearing the space. So yun.
Yes.
That's very nice. So,
Mm.
teacher, our topic is spirituality. Can you tell us what does being spiritual means and why is it part of wholeness of our well-being?
Yeah. The original word kung saan galing ang health comes from the word holon, and it's a Greek word which means wholeness. Holon means wholeness. And in the olden times, when we think about wholeness, it means whole, body, mind, and spirit. Ngayon lang naman natin sinegregate yan. Simula ng 11th centuries, Platonic, hanggang ngayon, Industrial Revolution, Scientific Revolution, na-segregate. But in the olden times, whole means wholeness, body, mind, and spirit. And in
Mm.
times, for one to be healthy, you must be holy.
Oh, I
For
see.
one
Okay.
to be
Okay. Mm.
holy, you have to be healthy.
Healthy.
Hindi mo
I
Ayan.
talaga kayang
see.
iwalay. Kaya nandoon
Okay.
talaga innate ang spirituality sa ating
Alright.
Mm.
wellness
Mm.
and health.
Opo.
Oo.
I
Ayun.
see. Okay.
So, kailangan pala
Well,
magkadugtong po, no, Miss Michelle, no?
Oo.
Parang,
magkadugtong pala
opo.
yan. Eh tayo, hinihiwalay
Oo.
natin na teacher.
Ang hiwalay natin, halimbawa, meron
Mm.
iba, jogging ng jogging, jogging ng jogging, ang
Mm.
lakas
Yes po.
ang galit, galit na galit naman sa mundo.
Nako, marami pong
Oo
ganyan.
nga.
Galit sa
Alam
mundo.
mangyayari sa susunod? Ano nangyayari sa susunod? Sabi nila, nagja-jogging siya pero inatake siya sa puso.
Ay, nako.
Hindi natin alam, di ba? Hindi natin naiintindihan na baka meron siyang dinadamdam kahit siya ay
Kaya nagjo-jogging po.
oo, yes.
Oh, ayun
So
pala.
yun, hindi natin
I see.
pwedeng ihiwalay talaga.
Hindi pala
Alright,
pwede
no?
hiwalay yun.
Correct,
Okay.
Miss Michelle. Kaya later, no,
Um,
madidiscuss pa yan ni Teacher Isa for us. Pero this one, no, Miss Isa, yeah, Teacher Isa, can you please enlighten us, what is Reiki, no? And how does Reiki work? And what are the
mm-mm.
effects of Reiki? No? Para sa mga hindi
Yes.
po nakakaalam niyan.
Oo.
Okay. So Reiki is a Japanese word which means spiritual or universal energy. So therefore,
Mhm.
natin ang Reiki, it's a universal word. Kasi universal energy. So
Mhm.
comes from Japan, pero sa Japan, marami talagang konsepto or maraming group na nagpa-practice ng Reiki.
Mhm.
Reiki as a spiritual energy, and as a practice, may dalawang practice siya. It's a spiritual practice and
Mhm.
also a healing practice.
Mhm.
So it's a spiritual practice na ang goal niya is to really find our true self. Lahat ng meditations, ayan. It's a
Ayan.
it's a spiritual
Ayun
practice
pala.
and healing practice.
Ayun.
And as
Okay.
Pwede na tayo
Wow.
lumipat. And as practice, meron siyang meditation, no? Tinuturo niya ang meditation, and meron siyang 5 Reiki principles na ito yung pinaka-core. You will never really find Reiki kung hindi mo napapractice ang 5 Reiki principles, which involves the body, mind, and spirit. Ano naman nakalagay doon? Just for
Mhm.
today, I will not be angry. Just for today, I will not worry.
Okay.
For today, I will be
Oh, okay.
grateful. Just for
Nice.
today, I will work joyfully, or I will work
Mhm.
hard joyfully. And just for today, I will be kind to all the beings, and I am love.
Mhm.
If you look at
Wow.
that 5 Reiki principles, it also entails the body, mind, and the spirit, right?
Mhm.
So, yun. So, yun yung spiritual aspect. And then, of course,
Mhm.
it is also an energy healing. So, maybe we can move on to the next slide.
Mhm.
And as a way of healing, it focuses on energy bodies. So,
Yes.
the concept is that inihil mo yung energy body bago siya magkaroon ng effect sa physical body natin.
Mhm.
Yung concept ng
Mhm.
energy body natin, hindi na siya bago ngayon in the 21st century. Kasi
Mhm.
marami scientific studies about that. So,
Mhm.
halimbawa, acupuncture uses the energetic medicine, and also our belief on the different energy centers. It uses the concept of the energy. So,
Mhm.
Yes. Opo. Mhm.
and then next
Uh-huh.
slide, please. Thank you very much.
Okay.
The Reiki. So we do Reiki on ourselves. That is the first lesson on Reiki. So
Mhm.
one deals with healing yourself to prepare yourself to also heal others. So healing
Oh.
others is
Mhm.
just an option for you, because first and
Mhm.
foremost, Reiki is for ourselves to make us well. And then when we are already well, then we can really share it to others. But when you share it to others, Reiki is only a channel. So that means we don't use our own personal energy to
Mhm.
heal. You know, I was already healing my hands before I became a Reiki practitioner. And I can really see the difference. Nung una,
Oh, talaga po. Mhm.
Oh.
napapagod ako, nagtitipid ako pagkakatapos ko mag-heal. Pero pag
Mhm.
natutunan mo na ikaw ay channel lang, conduit ka lang, which is the
Mhm.
principle of Reiki, na hindi mo gagamitin yung iyong sariling power of the mind, gano'n,
Mhm.
you will never be depleted. Pag na-deplete ka, may mali. May mali sa ginawa mo. Pwede masyado
Correct.
kang attached sa
Yes po.
result, nga.
Mhm.
Pwede kang
Oo.
masyadong mong dinidirect yung energy. You're not allowing the
Oo.
universal flow of energy which comes from the divine God to just do its work. So,
Okay.
Yun
channel
pala.
lang
Channel
ang
lang.
Reiki
Yes.
Okay.
practitioner. Yeah.
So,
Right. Mhm.
teacher,
Mhm.
as we talk about that we're a channel, we also talk
Mhm.
about energy last week. Ano ba yung mga
Mhm.
centers of energy na yan?
Ayun.
Meron
Opo.
tayong major 7 energy centers. Pero
Mm-mm.
ngayon, dahil sa advancement ng ating consciousness ng mga tao, lalo na ditong panahon ng pandemic, kala natin
Yes
pandemic ay
po.
talagang pandemic lang, but actually it's also a consciousness awakening. Marami
Oh.
papalapit sa Diyos, di ba, during this time.
Yes, yes.
So, meron tayong 7 major energy centers. Ito yung nakalagay doon. Meron tayong galing sa base, meron sa sacral, sa lower part of the stomach, meron tayong solar plexus sa heart, meron
Opo.
tayong both sa forehead at saka sa crown. Pero ngayon, ini-introduce sa atin, nagbubukas na yung mga 11, 12 chakras na more related sa
Mm.
spiritual awakening natin.
So, the
Wow,
chakra
interesting.
is
Mhm.
not only up to here. So, meron pa pala yan now na bago.
Above.
Yes,
Opo.
above
Wow,
us.
okay. So, can you, Miguel, would
Yes
you
po.
like to explain briefly kung ano yung mga ito, teacher? Briefly?
Yes,
Yes
okay.
po.
So,
Yeah.
yung mga chakras ay para siyang ball ng energy sa ating katawan. Hindi naman talaga yan nakikita basta-basta, pero nararamdaman natin.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
Ito
opo.
ay ito ay related sa ating spiritual state, sa mental at saka sa ating physical conditions. So
Mhm.
halimbawa yung base energy center,
Yes po.
related siya sa ating yung ating ability to stand for ourselves kasi yung base
Okay.
at siya sa feet. So related din siya sa mga organs relate na nandoon sa bandang paa o paa mula sa parts ng body related sa paa. So base energy
Yes,
center.
correct. Opo.
Depression is related sa base energy center. So yung sunod, 2 inches below the navel, ito yung sacral natin. Dito natin nararamdaman ang kagandahan ng ating physical na katawan. So dito
Oh.
nararamdaman yung guilt natin. Ang mga babae, malimit siyang mag-guilty lalo na pag magtatrabaho at may anak. Ako, kaya mga nanay may sakit dito sa reproductive organs kasi ito related siya sa reproductive organs. So ang sumunod na organs natin, energy center natin, yung solar plexus above the navel, ito related ito sa ating mga emosyon. Diba? Pag
Okay.
tayo nag-tense, anxiety, nagpapanik tayo, parang, may butterfly stomach ako. O nag-acidity. So
Oh,
ito
okay.
yon,
Opo.
related siya sa emotions natin, related siya sa fear, sa anger, tapos related lahat ng mga organs dito. So sa Chinese
Okay.
medicine,
Alright po.
sa Chinese medicine, ang liver is related to anger. No? Yung mga organs na nandito, yan yung solar plexus. And then
I
yung sa
see.
ang heart natin siya sa relasyon, sa pagbibigay at saka pagtanggap. So madali sa atin minsan magbigay, pero hindi tayo
True.
marunong magtanggap.
Ay, nako Opo.
Yeah. So ito yung heart natin, related siya sa lahat ng organs dito. Lungs, kaya halimbawa sa COVID, sa coronavirus,
Yes po.
ang
Correct.
also is the heart. No? Heart center. Kasi related siya sa lungs, related sa heart itself, sa thymus at sa upper body. Ang mga babae, lalo na yung mga panganay sa magkakapatid na nagsilbi sa buong pamilya, tapos yung mga nanay, kalimitan, nagkakaroon ng mga breast cancer. It is because ang mga babae hindi mawala ang kanilang pagmamahal sa sarili kasi mamahalin nila yung nasa paligid nila.
Ayan, nako, kailangan talaga yan po sa life.
Right.
Yun ang message ng mga breast cancer is to really how to accept na ikaw naman ang aalagaan. Na ikaw naman ang yan. So,
Sarap sa
yun.
feeling po no, Teacher Isa. Pero ito po, Teacher Isa, no, can we learn that, no, yung Reiki po? Kasi ako, actually, I've heard about Reiki before, pero hindi ko po siya na-learn eh. So, can we learn Reiki? Can others also learn Reiki? And how does one become a Reiki healer?
Kaya, of course, lahat tayo, pwede nating matutunan to. Actually, meron talaga tayong healing ability with it. No? Kaya lang, maraming mga emosyon, marami tayong naranasan na nabablock yun. Kaya, itong Reiki na to, nung tinuro siya ni Miguel, yung founder sa Japan, ang intention is ma-open itong ating ability na ito at maituro siya kahit na kay Nino. No? So, kahit natin itong ma-revive, ma-renew sa ating sarili, pero kailangan tayong tulungan ng teacher natin. Kasi the teacher will bless us, the teacher will heal us, the teacher will attune us to sa original situation or awareness ng ating katawan.
Correct.
Yeah. Pasensya na may tumatakbo sa likod ko.
No, it's okay po, no?
Masaya
Walang problema. Pero anyway, no, thank you so much for that, no. Anyway, ayan, mukhang marami po nagbabati po sa inyo today, no. Sabi po ni Nanette Gonzalan po, hello Teacher Isa, ayan po. And, hello. Ayan, mukhang marami po nanonood. Hello, sabi ni Christina Leo Pangilinan. Hi, hello Ma'am Isa. And kay Pearl Katian, Teacher Lilian J. Ay, sorry po how do I pronounce po ba? Medyo nalito po. Hewlett, ayun.
Hewlett Packard.
Ayun po, nice to po. Thank you so much for viewing, and kay yan si Nico, nice episode daw, interesting topic. All right, let's go back to the questions naman po, no. So ito Teacher Isa, you mentioned that Reiki uses the energy of God. So, is it related din po ba sa religion? Mm-mm.
No. The answer is no, but anyone can practice Reiki regardless of religion. And I have taught people, no, coming from different religion, because God is universal and God is not bounded in a specific religion. So, hindi siya religious. It's a spiritual practice, but it is not bounded by religion.
Okay, ayun pala, no. So,
Mhm.
great to know that po, no. So, how
Mhm.
about this, Teacher Isa? Is a Reiki naman a form of spiritual practice? So, what can you tell our audience regarding this practice, no? Like what you said po, 'di ba, na it's
Mhm.
spiritual. Yan po.
Mhm. Yeah, as a spiritual practice, it teaches meditation, and during the
Mhm.
meditation, uh, yun ang kaibahan din sa prayer. The
Yes po.
prayer, we talk to God, and during the meditation, God speaks to us. So
Yan, all right.
it's a spiritual practice as a meditation, and then it leads you closer to God. Kasi nga yung concept niya
Yes.
is to really find our true self.
Mhm.
And we
Correct.
are created in the image of
Mhm.
God. So the true self,
Mhm.
pag hinanap mo yon, ay, pag-ibig pala. No?
Yan, love,
Ay,
love.
kagaan pala. Di ba? Parang ganon.
Yes
So
po.
it brings you closer to God and really
Mhm.
allows you to see God in everything that you do. Then
Mhm.
that will entail you to be holy and healthy. No?
Ah,
Yung ano.
okay.
Nice. Ang galing.
Holy and
Hello po,
healthy.
Miss Michelle.
Hi! Yes, teacher, narinig ko nga pagiging whole and healthy. So, ang nangyayari ngayon, maraming tao na hindi sila nakakatulog sa gabi.
Ayan. Opo,
Mhm.
Alright?
totoo.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I mean, me, I'm having that problem. I don't know if it's hormones or maybe of our situation. But
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
listened to Reiki last night, teacher, ha, for 20
Mhm.
minutes. Tapos nakatulog ako, teacher. Ganun
Uh-huh.
ba talaga yun?
Yes, yes. I have many clients who have insomnia, and then of course the doctor will taper their medicine. So,
Yeah, oo.
mhm.
So, ang galing talaga.
Ang ganda,
So,
opo, no?
oo. So, is Reiki a form of spiritual practice? Sa tanong ni na Miguel yon? Is Reiki a form of
Mhm.
spiritual
Yes po,
practice?
yes.
I
Yes po.
see.
Yes.
Okay.
Opo.
Mhm.
So, teacher Isa, how do our viewers reach you po? Because this
Mhm.
is a very vast topic that a lot of people would
Mhm.
like to learn from you.
Okay,
Ayan.
thank
Mm-mm.
you. Okay, so you can reach me through, pag dito sa Philippines, it's through Reiki Wellness Manila. You can see it on the webpage. It's Reiki Wellness Manila or Reiki Wellness Inc. It's also in Facebook. And you can also go to my website. It's called
Oh,
cosmichealer.net. So
ayun. Cosmic
CosmicHealer.net.
Healer.
it's easy,
All
yeah.
right.
Cosmichealer.net.
Ang
All right
ganda.
po.
Teacher Ice, sa last question po, bakit
Mhm.
po ganyan yung painting niyo sa likod ninyo?
This one,
Oo.
well, this part, remember I do feng shui. This part of my house is fire, no?
Fire
And
side, yes.
fire,
Fire.
yeah. And as a fire element, fire is related to triangle. And those are
Okay.
the
Oh, I see
mystical
po pala siya.
triangles at the back of me.
Oh.
Yes, it's
Kaya
my
pala iba
fame
yung
Interesting.
and
color.
Yes, oo,
mm,
tama po, Miss Michelle.
yeah,
Teacher.
Ganda.
Okay. So, wow,
and also my
napakagaling
dog.
yung ano. Wow. Nako, Teacher Aiza, thank you so much for being with us.
Oh,
Thank you so much,
so,
no,
thank you
With
very much
Teacher
for
Isa.
inviting me. And
Yes, of
thank you for this
course.
yes,
opportunity.
we're gonna have a whole section with you next time, whole segment po.
I
Thank you,
would like to learn
teacher.
from you and learn also your stories, huh?
Yes po. Thank you so much. Thank
Okay,
Thank you so
you.
much,
bye-bye.
Teacher
Bye-bye.
Isa. See you again next
Yes,
time po, no? All right.
bye-bye.
Hey. Wow, ang grabe,
Wow.
ang galing naman nun.
Opo, that's true, no. Grabe, tawag doon, nakaka-inspire, and I want to dive in po sa Reiki talaga, Miss Michelle. Anyway, the
Oo.
reason why medyo parang calm ako kasi si Teacher Isa very po siya, yung parang calm yung voice. Ganun.
Very calm the voice. And
Yes, correct.
yun nga, we have to be the healer or not the source of energy, but the way to
The way.
get the energy, di ba? Okay?
Yes, correct. That's
So,
true. That's true. Apo.
so what we're going to do is this program brings new knowledge on how we keep ourselves whole, not only our mind and body, but also to help us spiritually talaga. So,
Correct.
meron talagang kinalaman yung minsan may masakit sa'yo, yung pala energy imbalance pala yun, right?
That's true. Yes, that's true, Miss Michelle. Nako, kaya later, no,
Wow.
mamaya ay bago ulit tayong makasama. Kaya, eto na, no, let's take a break. At syempre, sa pagbabalik ng
Wellness Wednesday!
Wellness Wednesdays!
Hi everyone, this is Michelle and welcome back to my channel.
Hi!
Ayan. We are back.
Hi! Okay.
Yes, hello again.
Miguel,
So,
meron tayong mga
yes.
viewers. Nakita mo ba yung mga viewers kanina?
Yes, opo, ang dami talaga, no? Ang dami nagko-comment and sabi nila
Pakinggan
it's
naman
very
natin.
interesting topic. Yes,
Oo.
opo. Yeah, sure. Ayan po, hello sa mga viewers namin dyan, no? Mga ka-GFQs, no? Hello kay J. Antonio Dumalin, Nanette
Hi,
Punzalan. Ayan po. Ay, si Nico rin po, oh. Sabi niya, nice episode. Interesting topic daw. O, di
Hi,
ba?
Nico! Thank you for watching.
Ayan.
Share nyo lang tong information
Yes,
because a lot of
correct.
people are looking for this information. Hindi nila alam kung saan sila pupunta. Okay?
Correct. Pero yes, Miss Michelle, no, now I know what being spiritual means and that we can, and you know, our energies heal us because we are energies nga, 'di ba? So ayun.
Wow. And you know what? Our energies, no? Or our emotions can affect our internal organs.
Correct.
See? So we really have to know how to handle it well, right?
That's true, yes. Opo.
So we are energy being in that certain parts of our bodies are energy centers. So, tama ba? Okay? And
Yes.
also we learn how to clear the blockages using some modalities journeys to wellness. Tama ba?
That's right. That's right po, Miss Michelle. Correct.
Okay. So we are going, okay? We have someone, okay, who will tell you about an individual journey to spiritual realm and be aligned once more with their passage into wellness. Nako, as you meet this person, you will be guided. Tama ba, Miguel?
Yes, correct, no? And I think, no, marami tayong matututunan sa person na to. Kaya, tara, Miss Michelle, introduce na natin siya.
Okay, ito na ha. He is an energy healing practitioner.
That's right.
Wow. A member of Healing House that offers alternative healing therapies.
Wow.
Please welcome Bunny Caminade. Hi,
Ayan, Bunny! Hello, Bunny!
Good
Hi.
evening.
Good
It's
evening.
already dark here.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. How are you, Bunny?
I'm very good. I just have a little cold, but I'm fine. All is
Okay,
well.
everything is good. So, Miguel?
Yes. Yes, Miss Michelle, no? So, hello, Bunny. Welcome, no, sa Wellness Wednesday.
Thank you
So,
for having me.
of course, we are also
Thank you.
happy that you're here today, no? And can of course, syempre, no, can you tell us about yourself po and what do you do and share us about your work?
This is going to be. I will shorten my life story.
Oh, it's okay.
Because this will tell my journey to spirituality, how I came about into this kind of practice. So I started out as a corporate person. So I was with Nestle for 18 years. I was an executive. I took an early retirement in 2008,
Mm.
Okay.
and then I didn't know what to do. I just wanted to
Mm.
leave because it's just too much. I was 40 that time.
Mm-mm.
40 is my life crisis. So when I turned 40, the only thing I wanted to do that time was I wanted to have fun and create parties. So
Okay.
from there, I created events company.
Okay.
Okay.
I just thought about it, and then I found the right people and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
even before that one, I've been very good with manifesting. I just think it happens. I don't know
Really?
why,
Wow.
I don't know how. Okay.
Nice.
So when I was into that one, it kind of got me more curious now. How can I make this more powerful? And like, how can I make this more consistent? If
Mm.
I can do this without me knowing the ins and outs, maybe I can do, I can learn about it, research about it,
Mhm.
and do something about it. So it led me to several self-help workshops.
Mm-hmm.
And my company was thriving, but on the ninth year, something happened. I was
Okay.
kicked out of my own company.
Oh,
Okay, so I'm
why
the
po?
president. I got kicked
Mm.
out. So it was a traumatic event. I put up another company. It was a food business. It went bankrupt. So I
Wow.
totally lost almost all my money.
Yeah, opo.
For, for some, and I was kicking and screaming, blaming God. How can you do this? I've been doing this. I've been helping other people. And all stuff. So then one day, my friend told me, this is probably a soul journey. You did everything physically that you can do to revive your life. Nothing was happening. Might as well surrender, let go, and then let's see.
Yeah.
So kicking and
Correct.
screaming, surrender.
Mm.
That is the worst thing that any human being can do. Surrender.
Yeah.
We do not
Okay.
surrender. We are control
Yes.
freaks. Okay?
Yes.
Difficult. So
Mm-mm.
konting surrender, sige, surrender na. Kasi wala na eh. I'm down in the dumps. Lo and behold, 3 weeks after, a condominium that I've been trying to sell for the longest time got sold. Cash. So
Uy.
Interesting.
sabi ko,
Okay.
oh my God, ganun lang pala. I just need surrender. Ayun yun.
Ganun
Surrender,
pala.
huh?
Opo.
It's easier said than done. So I've been into spirituality for the longest time. Because I wanted God to manifest. And I thought that being into spirituality will exempt me from the pains of life.
Okay.
No.
Mm-mm.
No one is exempted. We have to go through all the things that we need to go through. Because Earth is a school, we need to learn our own lessons.
All
Correct.
right.
We
Okay.
created ourselves before we were born. We
Correct.
design our life, and we forget about it the moment when we are born.
Oh,
We go through a veil of amnesia. Forget.
yeah.
So I have money. It's not it's more than enough, but it's not, where I
Oh,
it's not as much as I used to earn before. But so I learned about simplicity. Imagine during the worst time, I would count even the last centavo I have. I
ganon.
appreciate money.
Grabe.
Pag
Opo.
hindi, I
Grabe
could
yun,
how
ha?
can I do it? How can I. But people didn't
Grabe.
know what I was going through. I kept it with only a few people. Well, anyway, so one day, my astrologer sent a message wherein she was offering a class. So I enrolled. Okay, I enrolled. Not thinking, just I
Yeah.
wanted to know something because I'm very curious.
Yeah.
I'm greedy. I want to know more. I want to earn more. I want to have more. I
Yeah.
accepted that one. So even before that, okay, backtrack a little bit. At the worst time of my life, 2019, no money. And not only no money. Very, very, konti lang. Very
Yes.
konti money.
Correct.
But the healing house, the practitioners there, the teachers and the gurus were giving me free classes
Oh.
to empower me.
Mm-mm,
I
mm-mm.
didn't ask for it, they just gave it to me. When I computed all the classes that I took, it was almost 200,000 pesos worth.
Wow, grabe.
In spite of my seemingly lack or scarcity, there was abundance. But deep inside me, sana pinera na lang nila yun.
Yes,
But
oo nga.
those classes equipped
Okay.
me to live powerfully in my life. So now, I am a Reiki master. I am a certified Reiki master. I'm a certified Millennium Method master. And the whole other, I forgot what are the other things that I studied before. So I'm now into astrology.
Yes.
So Millennium kasi, okay, what Millennium does, it tells you what your blocks in life are. How come you cannot do this? You know. So there are times I could not get the context of a certain individual. And these are things that come to me over and over again. For me, it's out of pride also. Am I not effective that I cannot, that we cannot, go to the root of your problem? One day, I just experimented. I asked for the birth details. I matched the natal chart and the cards. It matched. And then from then on, I created my own modality using astrology to know and understand your soul path in this lifetime.
Opo, correct.
It will now give you a context. Why do you have to go through this path? Why are you wounded this way? Why do you have to do these karmic lessons and all of these things?
Okay.
It took me a while to understand my life because I'm very biased. It's my life. There's like, of course, I'm not like that. So when I understood my life, this is how I designed it. I think all of a sudden the heavens open, and for some strange reason I have so much wisdom. I just know. I don't know why. I don't know how. I didn't even read about it. Everything just clicked in. And then financially, I'm not there yet, but things are flowing. There are days I would say, I don't want to talk. I don't want to heal. I'm tired. No healing. Then the next I would say, I want to heal. Sunod-sunod na yan. Pak, 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 pak. So I told myself, I don't want to be caught again in the rat race of life. I don't want to be survival. I'm there. It's not I don't want, I want to be neutral to it. Because if you don't want, there's resistance. So, it becomes your shadow and stuff like that.
Yes.
I can tell you this later. So that's how I got into this one. I wanted more. I wanted to be exempted from the pains of life. Apparently, spirituality does not. It just equips you to be stronger, better, more empowered as you go through this journey.
Okay.
Because spirituality actually is you remembering that you are a spiritual being, first and foremost, and not a physical being. It's not you, Michelle Sison, there. It's Michelle Sison, soul. Michelle Sison is just a puppet there. Because your soul wants to experience beauty, glam, fabulosity, sharing with people. Because the soul cannot do that because it's energy. Wala siyang concept and voice to say that. So it needs a puppet. And we forget that we are puppets.
Okay, yeah.
Okay? So we become very serious about life. We do not flow with life.
It's correct. Opo.
Because if you are a spiritual being, everything, because you are part of God, everything will be given to you. Everything will flow. Because you are now in the space of lack and scarcity. You now control. We now control.
Yes.
Baka wala. Baka maunahan ako. Baka umaubusan ako. Kaya, it's dog eat dog world out there. This is an influence from the days when we were still cavemen. The dinosaurs were there, We have a limbic. We have three brains. Limbic, reptilian, and the modern brain. The limbic brain is where the survival instincts are.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay?
So when you were saying, Bonnie, that it's a rat race out there, how would people deal with it spiritually so that they are becoming successful and at the same time they're using the spirituality?
Okay. This is the journey. This is the journey. Spirituality is a journey. It's not a destination. Because remembering who you are as a spiritual being is very tough
Mhm.
because we hold on to things that keep us safe, keep us secure. So that's why we control.
Yes.
So when you
Oh, okay.
when you remember you are a spiritual being, there is no control. You let go and you just flow.
Flow. Mm-mm.
Wow.
There's a Bible passage, I'm
Mm.
not good Bible, about the birds and they just fly and and they just trust God. Basically, that is what God wants us to do.
Okay, yes.
All right. As I see po,
Ah,
no,
I
Bunny.
know, I
Grabe, no?
see.
You just flow because
Flow.
you are part of God.
Mm-hmm.
God is a consciousness. God is energy. So are you. You are an energy being with a physical body having a physical experience.
Okay,
The
alright.
earth
Okay,
is
I
a
see.
school.
That's
So
correct.
pagkatapos mo, balik mo, report ka, ano natutunan mo? Ni-repress mo na emotions mo, pwes bumalik ka.
Oh,
Bumagsak ka, you did not learn your lesson. That's
correct.
why I see it in the charts. Oh my God, this is not your first life. You have been through this life several times. You always fail. Because I can see the things I don't know what I can see it. And life purpose is
Oh
not
my
like,
God. Grabe,
become
no?
a martyr
Opo.
and killing
Mm-hmm.
yourself and
Oo.
eating your riches. No. Some is
Mm-mm.
like because you did so well in your past life, enjoy your life. Do not think about anything. You don't even have to think about everyone else. In my
Mm-hmm.
life, I need to be at home with myself. So I have the permission to be selfish. Because in my past life, I was so generous. Because it's a
Oh, okay.
super generous. Bigat-bigat. So ang being selfish ko,
Mm-hmm.
gumaan. So I have to tip
Correct.
it back to balance. So that's where
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
yes. Because
I
life is
see.
duality. It's
Mm-mm.
polarity. When you are healthy, you are in homeostasis, you are in neutrality. That's
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
where, that's where wellness is. You are in neutral. That's why all major religions teach about neutrality.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Correct.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
Bunny, I just want to ask
Balance.
Miss Michelle po. I
Yeah.
just want to ask Bunny about
Okay.
is it ano po being spiritual is also being religious or is it different?
No.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
yun. Oh, okay. Para lang alam ng lahat po.
Yes, yes, yes.
Spirituality is very personal.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Religions are organized faiths. They
Yes.
run,
Okay.
they run down all the doctrines and stuff,
Yes.
even if you are not attuned to it or aligned to it. Okay? For
Okay.
example, I'm a homosexual. It is a sin. But this is how I designed myself before I was born because there are certain experiences I want to experience that I
Okay.
cannot
Yes.
experience as a straight person.
Mm-mm.
Now, because my religion tells me that it is a sin, I'm an abomination to humanity. That
Ah,
was how I grew up. I was very wounded. Okay, I was very wounded. So religion will make things bad, wrong and right, wrong and right. When you
mm-mm.
how can there be wrong and right when God is neutral? Wala pakialam si God.
Okay. Yeah. That's
Neutral.
true.
How
And
is
it,
neutral?
yes. So there will be a negative emotion if it's not neutral, tama, right?
When
Okay.
you are in a negative emotion and you feel it, there is
Mm-hmm.
a um, you are repressing it.
Yeah.
You're there's a resistance to it. So because a
Mhm.
negative emotion is an energy, let it flow. Aalis naman yan eh. Energy always
Mhm.
flows.
I
It
see.
transforms. Katayo, when we feel bad, we repress it. No, hindi. It should never be.
Mm-mm.
It should never be.
Okay. All
Okay?
right. Opo.
Let it flow.
Let it flow. Let it pass through. Because you need to feel that one. Probably you had an emotion similar that you did not process well, and now it's surfacing because it needs to be healed. When you heal it, you let it flow.
So what are the process for healing it?
For me, I don't really have I'm not a very structured person. I just go everywhere. For me, it's integration of your light and your dark.
Okay.
Okay.
Opo. Mm-mm.
your good and your bad.
Okay
Mhm.
po.
We are so addicted to good. We are so addicted to light. Why are we addicted to light? I go back to our caveman days. We were living and hiding in caves. It was very dark.
Yes. Opo.
So when you go out of the cave and you see the light, you see the beauty. Okay? Even when you are born, you are in the darkness. Then when you go out, oh my God, there is light. So the darkness and the light have
Mhm.
each one of them have purposes to do. In the dark, that's where you grow. That's where you
Yes.
start to grow. So that when
Mm.
you are born, when you see the light, you become now stronger. That's why
Okay.
when you want to plant something, you plant it under the ground as much as possible.
So you will let it grow,
You
parang
need
ganun po.
darkness. You need darkness.
Darkness.
That's why there is night. Because during the night you need to rest. So each
Okay.
one has
Mm.
a role to play.
Okay po.
Okay, there's a question here. Is light is energy? Yes. Everything is energy. Even you, even me, even this ball pen, this paper, and this
Energy.
book.
It's
Everything
energy.
is energy.
Mm.
The reason
Okay.
why it's formed because it's vibrating faster.
Okay.
Between us,
Okay.
we are connected because there is still energy between us. Eh. That's
Yeah.
why, like see teacher Isa can send remote healing to you because when she
Mm.
sends Reiki energy, she sends it to the ether and
Yeah.
it travels.
Mhm.
That's why you get
Okay.
it.
Interesting. Yes po. And of course, no, as mentioned nga din po, 'di ba, by Teacher Isa and Miss Michelle, no, our bodies
Mm.
are affected by energies and emotions. So, can you show to us what emotions affect a particular organ po?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now we are best in repressing energies. Okay.
Okay.
Anger, grief, worry. Because if somebody dies, okay lang yan. You can get through it. Huwag kang umiyak. That's the worst for me. Huwag kang umiyak. Let them
Yes.
cry. They're grieving.
Yep.
Let them
Tama.
talk. Because what happens is that in energy form, if you do not express or you do not let the energy flow, let's say of
True.
anger, hindi mo siya ma-express o hindi mo siya ma-process. That's why a lot of people go to shrinks now because they have a lot of repressed anger. When the anger is not repressed, it goes to a certain part of the body. In this
Okay.
case, it goes to the liver.
Oh,
Emotions go,
ayun.
di ba, liver affected, Bunny, right? For emotions.
Oo, mga liver
Grabe. Ano
notice,
yun?
whatever. Kidneys is fear.
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 Okay.
Yung
Mm-mm.
nagtapang-tapangan ka, takot na takot ka pala.
I see.
No,
Oh.
kasi say for us, fear, stress, worry is dark. Dark
Dark.
energy. I should
Correct.
not look at
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
And look, if you don't look at them, they become diseases.
Mm-mm.
That's
See, see,
true.
see, 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 Teacher Isa can even expound on the chakras because each chakra, I think she
Wow.
mentioned it, that one.
Ayun,
Each
no?
chakra,
Very
um,
nice.
it rules certain body parts. So the healing practitioner would know na kapag heart ka, yung heart chakra is weak.
Weak. Alright.
Ayun.
Pala,
So
oh. Kita natin.
so you
Mm-mm.
know, so if you get sick, you would know. You can always research that one. Google lang yan eh. If you have, for example, arthritis, check what is the metaphysical reason why you have arthritis. Or your knees, what is the metaphysical reason why your knees are weak?
Mm.
It's pride, stubbornness. You're very stubborn.
Correct.
You don't
Opo.
want to kneel down.
See.
If you have problems with your ankles or your feet, so that means you don't want to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
So the left side, that means it's a feminine energy. So your problems with your femininity. If it's the right side, masculine energy, masculinity. Left
Okay.
side is about the past. You're worried about the past. Right side is about the future. So you're worried about the future.
Okay.
So your external world are just symptoms to your internal world.
Okay,
If you
yes.
are mindful of what you are feeling, what you are attracting, you would know what is your internal world, how the internal world functions. If you cannot attract money, you have self-worth issues.
Mhm.
Sorry,
Right.
again, anong issue yun? Sorry.
Yung
Self-worth. Self-worth issues.
self-worth
Self-worth.
po.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Kasi yung, para bang feeling mo kasi I would see that a lot of people, a lot of opportunities, pero hindi siya, it does not pan out, their projects. Then
Yeah,
I look
why?
at it, oh my God, you have self-worth issues.
Okay.
May iba pa nga, guilty of having money, which is my case. I feel guilty of having money. Kasi for me, unconsciously, hindi ko alam to, when unconsciously, I believe that everybody should be fair. Patas-patas.
Ah,
Tama,
Everyone
opo.
like, it should not only be me, enjoying all of these luxuries. Dapat tayo lahat. That's the reason why I went bankrupt. Unconsciously, I was guilty of having money.
Okay.
Imagine your
okay.
unconscious
Mm-mm.
mind is 85% of your mind. 15% is conscious mind. Dito gusto mo, I want money, I want money, I want money. Dito sa
Mm-mm.
85%, I am not worthy, I am not worthy, I am not worthy. We are electromagnetic beings. Which part do you think will attract more powerfully? The 85%.
The 85%. So
Okay.
how do we remove that? Paano yung last question, sige. How do
Okay.
we remove all those negative
Okay.
emotions?
Okay. If the person is more conscious of who he is, whatever he attracts externally, he would know what is wrong internally with his body.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay? If you
Yes.
do not do that, come and see me. Because it's all process.
Okay, I see. Ayun din sana po itatanong ko.
We are going to
Yeah.
deep dive into your unconscious. And I'm using astrology to do that.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Alright. Ayun,
Ah,
grabe,
deep
Miss
dive in
Michelle, no?
astrology niya. Okay.
Opo.
So, okay. So that's our last question. Okay. Where can we find you?
Ah.
Website or
I don't have a website. You can get through me. You can get in touch with me through my IG account. It's
Okay.
Bunny Saging. Can I just write it down because this
Sure.
one
Opo, go lang.
this is very. I'm Cebuano kasi.
It's okay.
Bunny
Bunny?
Saging is a part of the banana that we use to make vegetable soup.
Bunny saging. Opo.
Bunny sagging.
They thought it was bunny saging.
Bunny sagging.
Saging. Oh my gosh.
So sagging as in banana, right?
Banana. Kasi that's a
Okay.
term in Cebuano, bunny saging.
Bunny saging.
Cebuano don't
Okay.
understand what bunny saging is.
So they will find you at Bunny Sagging. Tama
Yeah,
ba
the
ako?
IG.
Yes,
Yeah, the IG.
Instagram. Okay.
Instagram,
Ayun.
IG. Bunny Sagging, guys. So just type
Are
it.
is it okay I can give my number?
Sure. Ayan po, pwede naman po.
Wait, I will look for my number because I do not remember my number.
Yes, go ahead po. Go ahead. Just ano po. We will wait po. Pero yeah, grabe no. Super dami po natin natutunan kay Bunny. And of course, alam ko siguro maraming nakarelate dyan sa mga kaano natin, ka-GFQs, no? Kaya ayan, pwede nyo po siyang i-contact. Ayan, mukhang na-send niya, no?
Basa naman yung kanyang telephone number.
Oh, sure. Okay. So, para sa gusto, no, na magpa-help din, no, kay Bunny sa kanyang spiritual, no. So, it's 099, okay, ulit. 099 510 29807. Okay, ulit.
Okay.
It's 099 510 29807. Ayan. All right. Thank you so
Wow, okay.
much.
Thank you so
Grabe.
much, Bunny. Thank you for the revelation
Bunny,
of
thank you
your
so
life.
much.
And
Thank
also,
you. Thank you
how
very much for
you
having me.
of the energy was affecting our organs. No? So we'll hear more of you in the next episode, Bunny. Details.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you
Thank you
very
so
much.
much, Bunny. See you again, no? Next time,
Yes.
Bunny. Yes.
Thank
See you.
you. Okay. All right,
All right.
guys. What an information, right? Grabe
Yeah.
talaga yun. Now that we know that negative energies affect our bodies,
Grabe talaga yun, no? And
True.
that there are healing modalities to get rid of our subconscious negative thinking and negative emotions. Tama, Miguel?
Yes. Alam niyo po, Miss Michelle, dito sa
Mm.
segment na 'to, dito sa episode na 'to, I'm just
Mm.
calm lang talaga. Kasi parang ina-adapt ko lahat eh. It's about
That's
spiritual. So
right.
parang
Oo.
mashi-share din natin ito no sa mga ka-GFQs natin diyan. So kapag naka-relate kayo, 'di ba? Parang ang sarap lang sa feeling. So ayun.
Sobrang smooth yung
Oo.
feeling, right?
Yes, correct. Opo. It's smooth flow, ganun.
Yes, okay. So, Miguel, we have different healing modalities and
Mhm.
methods,
Yeah.
and we'll set a date for the next sessions with them. All right,
Yes, that's true.
okay.
That's true.
So,
Opo.
we'll get back with this
All right.
another speaker sa pagbabalik ng
Yes, ito na. Wellness
Wellness Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Hi everyone, this is Michelle and welcome back to my channel.
Ayan, welcome back guys, no? Para sa mga ka-GFQs natin dyan, no? Please like and of course comment, no? Sa mga natutunan nyo for today's episode. Kaya naman, ayan, I would love to share na, di ba? Na grabe yung mga natutunan natin here. So talagang thank you so much sa mga naunang guest natin. Pero later, no? May mga kasama po tayo, no? So abangan natin siya. And ayan, mukhang
Okay.
nandyan po ulit si Miss Michelle. Ayan,
All right,
hello.
guys.
Welcome, Miss Michelle.
Okay, so what we're going to do
Mm-mm.
now is to recap what Bonnie and the teacher Isa said, no?
Correct. Opo.
Number one, we are spiritual being, and we're not just body, no? Kasi our
That's true po.
spiritual nature has this yearning about what it wants to do. So you have to
Mhm.
follow and you have to let it flow.
Yes,
Tama ba?
opo. That's
Right?
that's true. That's correct, Miss Michelle. Na parang wag mong pigilan, no? Just let it flow. Just go with the flow.
Mm.
Halimbawa, ayun, gaya ng sabi ni Bunny, 'di ba? Pagka halimbawa yung may namatay, 'di ba? Parang pag sinabi mo na, "Uy, wag kang umiyak," ganun. Parang no, you have to let it out, parang ganyan, no?
That's
Just let
one
it
way
flow.
of letting out of the negative emotion.
Correct. Opo, that's true po.
Kailangan kang
Ayun.
umiyak, right?
Mm.
And then number two, meron kang na-affect ka ng subconscious mo when things are not
Mm.
happening for you.
That's true. That's correct.
Napuputol ang flow na kung ano man ang gusto mong gawin sa buhay mo. Yung mga goals in life mo, hindi nangyayari because you feel that deep inside you're not worth it.
Correct, no? At for me, Miss Michelle, ang grabe talaga, no, sa nangyari this pandemic, talagang marami diyan siguro ang talagang nagkaroon ng spiritual awakening. Yung talagang
Yeah.
nagiging ano sila, I mean, yung iba, of course, parang nafi-feel nila yung sa sarili nila. And I myself, no, Miss Michelle, I think I'm going there din, no. So, it's
Uy,
it's
baka mag-float.
yes
Okay.
po. Ayun na.
Go. I'm ready for our next speaker.
All
Okay.
right.
All
Eto na.
right. He is a
Mm.
professional management and leadership consultant, guys. And he's
Okay.
into a social enterprise. And his passion is the rehabilitation of a dying coconut industry. He has
Uy.
a super product called Coconut Honey, which pure vegetarian is a pure vegetarian product under the brand name of Dr. Jerry's Coco Nectar.
Okay. Wow.
He's a businessman actually, pero meron siyang personal mission.
Opo.
His personal mission is the study of parallel dimensions.
Wow. Ayan. Nako.
He's so iconic about this field talaga because I've known him for many decades. Many years lang pala, hindi naman decades, many years. Okay, guys. So let us all welcome Mr. Frank.
Yes, ito na, Mr. Yes, hello, welcome.
Hi,
Hello,
sir.
guys.
Ayun,
Good afternoon,
narinig na
everybody.
natin.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Just noticed it's nighttime already.
Thank you
Yes.
for being here, sir.
Yeah, well, thank
Share
you
with
for
us
being
all.
here. Let's start the ball rolling. So,
Yes, sir.
yeah,
Yes,
so the audience will not be bored.
Yes. Tell us about yourself, sir. What do you do? Aside from what
Yes,
I
sir.
mentioned.
Well, as a career, I'm a management consultant on corporate empowerment and leadership development. That's about how I earn my bread as a professional manager. And eventually, but there are other things that I am helping out with. On a personal basis, you mentioned it already. I have it's not really a mission, but it was started as a curiosity in my younger days, in my boyhood days.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes po.
it's from my experiences of the invisible worlds. By the way, before I start, I just want everybody here who's listening to know that whatever I'm sharing with you is a very personal experience, and nobody has to believe it until you
Yeah.
have experienced it. I mean, the true knowledge it has to be experienced. Otherwise, it just stays in the intellectual, and it's not yet wisdom. So to
Yes,
experience, really know something is to experience it, and once you do that, it becomes
Yes, sir.
wisdom, and then you
Correct.
cannot talk about it without memorizing. So everything I'm going to be sharing here, in response to your questions, would be my personal experiences and results and learnings on my personal researches and studies.
Okay,
So
sir.
Okay.
that's the preamble,
Yes, sir.
and
Yes po.
it is quite far away from my career, but I'm very glad that I was uh, I was kind of tickled, to look at the other dimensions, the other worlds that exist. Of course, this is all backed up by physics. It's you initially talked about spirituality and energy and
Yes po.
wellness.
Correct.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, personally, uh, there is really no difference. Spirituality is the foundation as well as the destination of every intelligent being all over the universe, because I know there are a lot of intelligent beings all over the universe. It's not just the humans, and I'm speaking from experience, of course. Uh, and wellness is just like spirituality. It sounds it sounds simple, but it's not easy, because wellness starts with knowing oneself. And
Correct po.
you've heard of the dictum that to know God, know thyself. So the
Myself.
journey
Yes.
is within; it's not really out. And
Yes po.
once you get to know who you really are as a whole, as a composite energy being, then you get to know the rest of the universe. You know yourself, you know the other, you know your environment, and you know everything around you in a sense, because of the shall we say the holographic nature,
Yeah.
the holographic state of the whole universe. What does that mean? The part is in the whole is in the part. So it's like a drop in the ocean. When a drop joins the ocean, the drop is still there, but the drop has become the ocean. And then if you take a drop from the ocean Every
Yeah.
quality and all the composition in the whole ocean is in that drop. And this is also what is meant by you are the image uh, of,
Mm.
well, in religion, you're the image of God. But God is a scientist. And so when I look at the universe and realize the infinitude, uh, it's all, uh, well, not really all, but of all the sciences, for me, physics has
Yes.
allowed me to explain and simplify these parallel dimensions that exist not only on Earth, but
Wow.
all over the universe. Okay?
Yes. Opo.
And I have simplified that because I have followed the evolution of physics in the search for answers, which is very fun for me, and trying to find out what is the world of the dwarfs, what is the world of the fairies,
Yeah.
because these are
Opo.
all for me real, and so it was fun exploring those words and worlds, and of course extraterrestrials. They've been around since
Yeah.
even before history. And
Mm.
it was fun, but it was a very personal mission. It was something that I just wanted to explain to myself. And eventually, I found out that physics is the science that allowed me to understand. But of course, in that aspect, I had to follow the evolution of physics from
Yes
the
po.
Newtonian, or from the time of Isaac Newton up
Yeah.
to the time of the new physicists, Isaac Newton to the physicists, from the
Mhm.
macro to the
Mhm.
micro. So, and
Okay.
the
All
new
right po.
physics, these Fred Alan Wolf and quantum physics. Anyway,
Yeah.
uh, the whole thing is energy, and energy is expressed in frequencies.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Frequencies. Okay.
Grabe. Mm.
So if you are a set of frequency,
Mhm.
but you resonate with the infinite space of frequency all over the
Mhm.
universe. This is how you are one in the whole, and you and the whole is in one. At any rate, let's go back to.
It's
Let's
okay.
not get lost
Sir,
there.
ano, sir,
Okay,
ano
let's
yung
go back to.
parallel dimension,
I'm
sir?
just trying to
Opo.
lay the background
It's
of
okay.
why I went into this personal. Well, it's a joyful, personal, exciting mission
Yes,
Experience.
sir.
Opo.
and research, because it all jives. And I realize, of course, that in religion they call this supreme being God, but
Okay.
of course it's are all labels, okay?
Mm.
Because in science you can just call it the infinity, okay?
Infinity.
The
You're right.
infinite
Opo.
space in
Mhm.
science, and the I realized that there are a lot of parallel worlds that are happening
Yes.
just
Opo.
Oh,
Correct.
all right in front of us. For example,
Mm.
okay, if you are
what?
watching
So,
Oh,
ay, hello
please, sir.
po. Nag-freeze sayang. Basta natanong pa naman na sana natin, Miss Michelle, what is
Oo nga.
parallel dimensions?
Parang meron tayong kasamang
Kasi parang ano po na-research ko rin po siya, Miss Michelle, no? I
ano
just
yung
want to share,
parallel
no?
dimension? That's what I wanted to ask
Yeah,
Sir
di ba
Frank.
parang
Oh,
super deep, no po, ni Sir Frank, no?
oo
Ayun
eh,
po
kasi
kami
meron tayong
nag-comment.
frequencies and everything.
Yes.
Ano
Ayun po,
kaya
sabi
yun? I'm
dito,
just wondering what it is.
true. Ay,
It's
may
really,
nag-comment po.
ano sabi? Sige, ano
Sabi
nang
ni K
comment
Mitsu
nila?
po, no, sabi niya, love this episode. Used to follow both Joseph Frank Regis and Riza Pansacola Regis decades ago. Wala pang Facebook, magazines, TV shows,
Okay,
and
Mitsu.
radio interviews. Plus the
Totoo
book.
yan, Kay. Nasa ano pa to?
Wow.
TV ka. Hi, sir. Welcome
Ayun.
yeah,
back.
yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, going back, Sir Frank, no, we
Mm,
just
Yeah,
want to know, no, me and Miss Michelle want to know,
what
what do you
is
mean by parallel
parallel
dimensions po?
dimension?
yeah, okay.
Opo.
The most popular term for that in the layman's language is paranormal, but I do not really. It's for me. It's not more specific. It is
Okay.
really general, and the connotation is really kind of not expressive of the truth. So, as far as I'm concerned, this is really my original term. I call it parallel dimensions. Now, that means that
Okay.
all of these worlds are coexisting all at the same time. I was about to give you an example. If you're watching a television set in front of you, It
Yeah.
has maybe 100 channels.
Mhm.
Before there were only three, two, seven, and another one.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
but
Yes,
now
po.
you have so many channels. But let's just take two channels. Let's
Okay.
say 2 and 7. Okay,
Mm.
Mhm.
if you're watching channel 2, first of all, uh, you are not really in the studio. What you're watching is not in the studio. You're watching it on your TV. And so technology has brought that. And then this is your world right now. This is your experience, whatever it is that you're watching on this channel too. And then
Mhm.
you probably, during that advertising, you want to switch to another channel. And then you switch to channel 7 to see what's going on there. And now
Yes.
you are in a different world. You are now in the
Okay.
world of channel 7, but it
Yeah.
doesn't mean to say that channel 2 is dead, because all you have to do is tune in again, switch the frequency to channel 2, and there you go. So these
Okay.
channels are coexisting. You
Mhm.
can just
Correct.
tune into them at any one time to
Oh.
experience them. Now you
Yeah.
multiply that to infinity, because
Mhm.
this is really the so I would say the essence of if you're speaking a religious language, this is the essence of God, infinity.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there has to be infinite. Man is not the only species.
Mhm.
Even even on Earth, there are many parallel dimensions uh, that
Mhm.
are invisible to most people. Duende, Capre, Encanto,
Tama po.
fairies,
Mhm.
multo. I mean, these are all. You have many more, and even yung Capre, maraming spectrum yan, maraming klaseng Capre yan. Iba-ibang kulay pati ng balahibo. So,
So,
so
sir, so,
it
sir,
is fun
nag-exist talaga sila? They
exploring.
really exist?
Now, how does this relate to spirituality? Well,
Yan. Opo.
again, you need to go inside first of all. Uh, the biggest block to knowing the truth is ego. Uh, the ego does not want to be wrong. So once the
Yeah,
ego
opo.
chooses a belief system,
Mhm.
ego stuck there. It gets stuck, and then the
Yeah,
ego
oo.
doesn't
Tama po.
doesn't know anything more. It just
Yeah.
gets there and tries to prove that, hey, this is the only way. I have another example. I have another illustration for that. Let's
Okay
say
po.
that you
Mhm.
are on the ground floor of a structure, and all you
Opo.
experience is the lobby. And if you look
Mhm.
through the entrance, you probably experience some cars passing by the driveway. Okay,
Yes,
Yes
sir.
let's say
po.
a hotel lobby.
Mhm.
Now, this is the whole world. You believe that this is the only world. Now, you do not know that this is a skyscraper. It has, let's just say it has 150 stories. Okay, and then somebody tells you, "Hey, guy, uh, do you know that there's a second floor here, and you can see more of the city?" If this guy is
Oh.
open-minded, this guy will
Opo.
probably
Mhm.
say, "Oh, really? Well, show
Uh-huh.
me." And then usher him to the second floor, and then third floor. And as he
Sure.
goes higher, he sees more of the reality, more of the city. And
Yeah.
so at the
Oo nga 'no.
at the penthouse of this structure, when it is
Uh-huh.
all open, you can now see the whole
Mhm.
city, the mountains and the seas. All of this reality, just
Yeah, correct.
explodes in your experience, which you will never see on the ground floor. So, what keeps the
Okay.
person on the ground
Wow.
floor? Ego, a belief system. This is the big block. It's simple, but not easy, because this is the biggest test of spirituality. Okay.
Mhm.
Now,
Tama.
wellness and spirituality, we have to start looking in, and we need to be aware of the natural laws that govern our
Mhm.
existence. They are not really, you know uh, as I always say, God is simple but not easy. Forgiveness is simple but not easy. There's a lot of things that
Correct
the
po.
intellectual will simplify, or maybe even
Mhm.
make it difficult to understand, but it's really not easy. Okay. So
Yes.
this
Uy,
uh,
Sir, so,
opo.
this
sir,
experiences, when I saw this, I was a grade elementary school. I was
Mhm. Yeah.
going to a public school barefooted. We were very poor, and I was barefooted throughout my 6 years of elementary. And it was a very small town in southern Leyte. And as far as me and my neighbors were concerned, nobody doubted the reality of the existence of these parallel dimensions. Some people see the Capri, and some people see this Duende, they see the Sigbin, and they see this. And so I never doubted. Of course, I was scared because fear is one of the essence of fear is fear of the unknown. So
Correct.
how do you conquer fear? One of the ways of conquering fear is know what you're afraid of. Get to know that,
Get to know them
because the only
talaga.
reason you're afraid of that because you are ignorant about that. Okay,
Correct. Wow.
so
Opo.
that's how it all started, and then I just kind of kept it at the back of my mind until I found things, experience that and then enjoy, but I wanted to explain that to myself, and that's how I went to physics and science to be able to explain it to myself and eventually explain it to those who are ready to listen. That
Yes.
it's infinite. Now that's how wellness. So go back to wellness. We need to know that it was discussed earlier. There were some appropriate inputs from the last two
Yes po.
tests, and yes, we have basically simplify this thing. No, four energy levels, and you mentioned that all the time, and that's the physical energy level, the emotional, the
Physical.
mental, and the spiritual, and they are all interconnected. They may have different kinds of sets of frequencies, but they are all working together in perfect harmony. So when we talk about wellness, it has to be total wellness. When we talk about health, it has to be total health, which means that the wellness goes all the way. The body is just a mirror of what's going on inside a person. So when the person is not well physically, then you need to trace that down to the feelings, and then to the mind, what's going on, and eventually that will
Mhm.
give us an idea of what the consciousness of that person. So spirituality is also like a spirit. It's like a consciousness, okay, and it's not visible from our physical eyes, and the people don't realize that the truth of our life right now, the vital factors of our life right now, physical life, are invisible.
Yes, opo, tama. Ayan, mukhang
Okay.
nagkaroon lang ng problem, no, Miss Michelle.
Sige
Pero
lang. We will reconnect.
grabe, mind blown.
Oo nga eh.
Grabe
Gusto ko
talaga.
discuss ko ano yung parallel dimension at ano yung mga
'Di ba?
unseen. Yung mga the
Opo.
unseen, di ba?
Opo, talagang nakakaano siya, mind blown, and for sure marami rin talagang na talagang na mind blown dito sa mga viewers natin today. And ayan, isa po ako doon. Ayan, and syempre ito, nag-comment nga ulit si K Mitsu, sabi niya, "Kay Sir Frank ko unang narinig mga 'yan." Ayan,
That's
grabe Miss
right.
Michelle,
Yun
no?
yung iconic na si Sir Frank. You know,
Opo, that's true.
iconic. And doon niya na unang narinig. Diba?
Anyway, ayan, opo.
So he's discussing about these dimensions are actually existing pero hindi natin alam. Di ba?
Opo, true.
Ano nangyayari? And at
That's
the same
correct, Miss
time,
Michelle.
we can go to a different frequency. Paano
Yeah.
ba yun? Tanungin nga natin siya pagdating niya.
Yeah.
Ayan
We're back.
Ayan, hello,
Sir.
hello. Welcome back, Sir Frank.
Welcome,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
I don't know if it's my internet
Okay
Oh,
lang,
no.
sir.
No
or
problem.
internet. I don't know, but
It's okay.
mine is
Okay lang,
also
sir.
fluctuating.
Ano ba,
No
sir?
So
worries.
where were we?
Sir, how do we go
Ayan,
to different
Yeah.
frequency tsaka yung mga alien
Okay.
stuff and all that?
Well, it all. Let me first share with you, okay, how this whole thing works.
Okay, yun.
Earlier, we talk about tarot and other kinds of instruments for reading.
Yes,
But
po.
actually, once you get to know yourself, well, those are games. I used to play those games, okay? and they don't. It's really a game. So I hope people don't really uh, uh, put their whole, invest their whole life on what one person says about them. It's a hula. But
Yes po.
if
Mm-mm.
you get to know yourself, okay, uh, I don't need any instrument to read a person. Okay, I can read a
Mm-mm.
person,
Opo.
and this has in the corporate area, I have been hired a few times to have to select a proposed executive in a short list by talking to them. So what gives away a person? It's the way the person acts, the behavior. From the behavior of the person,
Okay.
you can what is
Mm-mm.
going on in their feelings, in their emotions. Okay, and then you know the feelings, you know what kind of thoughts are going on in the mind. Okay, and knowing that, you get an idea of the level of consciousness or wisdom of that person, because the level of wisdom, the level of spirituality, which drives the mind. Okay, Ma- mind is a tool. Okay, but the mind is not
Yes
in the
po.
body.
Mm-mm.
The mind drives the brain, that drives the body. So
Yeah.
Ayun. Okay.
the consciousness dictates what thoughts are generated, and
Yeah.
thoughts are very real. They are frequencies. They go through walls and everything. We create things through our mind. Okay, our experiences through the mind. So whatever the
Mm-hmm.
consciousness dictates how the mind works, what thoughts are being produced. Those thoughts are resonated by the feelings.
Okay.
And
Opo.
if you can
Mm-mm.
simplify the feelings, if the thought is positive, the feeling is positive. You feel good.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
If the thought is ruins your peace, okay, then the feeling is uncomfortable. So we can just simplify it: comfortable feeling, uncomfortable feeling. Uncomfortable
Okay.
feelings are
Mm-mm.
now being expressed by the behavior. Okay, the behavior. So you will
Yes.
know when a person is angry, or when a person is acting, or when the person is lying. I mean, something in the body will give it away, even if the person is a good actor, because there are so
Mm.
many indicators in a behavior. The way the person looks, the way the person talks, the way the person moves, the voice,
Mm-hmm.
etc. All of those things will come out. The confidence level will come out. The braggadocio can come out, the arrogance can come out, everything.
Correct.
So it's through
Opo.
the
Yes, sir.
behavior you will
Mm-mm.
know how this person is feeling. This If the person's behavior is not loving, is conflicting, then this person has a very uncomfortable feeling, and that means he has a very uncomfortable thought here. He has some judgments going on, which is
Mm-hmm.
not
Yes.
which is
Yes.
ruining his peace of mind and his clarity.
Yes.
Okay, and that itself also will indicate his level of wisdom. How a person handles a situation goes all the way up to his level of spirituality. So as I said in the beginning, spirituality is both the foundation and the destination of an intelligent being. And wellness,
Okay.
in that
Mm-mm.
aspect for me, is the same as spirituality. And spirituality as a consciousness is also the same as frequencies. The whole universe is just waves interpenetrating. There is no past, no present, no future. Where everything that
Mm.
we experience is an illusion. What do I mean by that? Uh,
Yeah.
if
Mm-mm.
you look up in the evening and you see
Yes po.
stars, as
Mm-hmm.
far as you're concerned, that's your present. I see, the nearest star is about 4 light years away. Okay, the sun is
Yeah.
about
Mm.
Opo.
so many uh, thousands of miles. Okay, it
Yes po.
takes
Mm-mm.
from the sun, it takes 8 minutes for the light of the sun to
Mhm.
reach the earth. 8 minutes to travel. So when you're looking
Okay.
at the sun,
Mm-mm.
okay,
Mm-mm.
what you're looking at happened 8 minutes ago. And if you're looking at the nearest star in
Oh.
the evening, you think it's present. But if that star is
Uh-huh.
4 light years away, what you are looking at now in the present happened already 4 years ago. So for all you
Oh.
know, that star has exploded into a nova, but you will not know that until the light hits you in 4 years. Okay, so that's the first
Wow.
Oh, wow.
illustration, the illusion.
Okay.
Another thing,
Opo.
you are looking at me right now, and I seem to be upright. But this is a complicated thing. Frequencies brought this to your set. The set is processed so that it resolves the frequencies, arranges them, and then voila, you see me. But
Yes.
actually, at the back of your eyes, I am inverted.
Mm-mm.
Okay, because what's hitting your
Okay.
eyes right now are frequencies, and your eye is just a sensor. So the sensor, okay, retrieve there. It's like a TV also in your brain. It is resolved, and the actual image at the back of your eye is inverted on
Okay.
what
Opo.
you're looking. But the brain
Mm.
resolves that, and it gives you the illusion of what you're looking at. So they are all working in harmony because there's a purpose. Of course, medyo malalim yan.
Yes,
Hindi na
opo.
natin
Tama.
pupuntahan yan. Pero ang sinasabi ko lamang na yung nakikita mo, maaring hindi talaga yan, hindi yan ang katotohanan. Pero samantala, kung yun naman ang yun naman ang meron namang sistema, okay lang. But as I go back to my statement, the truth is really invisible to the naked eye, the physical eye.
Yeah,
So,
opo.
kailangan talaga, kung seryoso tayo sa spirituality, we're
Yes.
not talking about you being a saint, okay?
Yes,
It's,
sir.
it's just making a choice, okay?
Mhm.
We live in the world of duality, okay? Visualize one pole, one end, you
One
have
into another.
both extremes, the law of duality,
Yeah.
no? So there's day, there's night, there's up, there's down, there's cold, there's warm, there's man, there's woman, okay? And all the other opposite things that appear to be opposite.
Yeah.
Now, as you grow in wisdom and you try to explore that, first of all, you need to experience both to know the other. You have to experience the night or the day to experience the night. You need to experience cold to know what hot is all about. You cannot know hot if you don't experience cold. You will
Okay.
never
Opo.
know day or appreciate day if there is no night.
Night.
Because what will you
Yes.
call it?
Yes.
24 hours of daytime. Okay, so
Okay.
there has to be this design is the first level of wisdom. You are first introduced to the law of opposites and the law of duality, but as you rise in enlightenment and as you explore, you begin to see na ito palang diametrically opposite
Yeah.
on a higher level that forms the Trinity. Ito ang duality, itong linya sa baba, law of duality, law of opposites. So hindi mo nakikita. Pero as you look at reality, you look at them at the top, they become a Trinity. That's why the
Okay.
Trinity will become a symbol of perfection. So at this level, makikita mo yung palang diametrically opposite thing, iisa lang pala yun. Okay.
Yes.
So, iisa lang.
Silang
And
pala, no?
this is right now, most people are living in the world of duality. Now, spirituality is being able to see what connects things that are so opposite, good, evil, Satan, God, etc.
Correct. Opo.
You need to be able to have an open mind. And now,
Yeah.
how does this parallel dimensions play into that? It's simple. It's like if it's all from the mind. Your mind is so powerful. It can, everything you see around you right now, in fact, started as a thought in somebody's mind. Okay, everything you see, your seat, everything you see around you, even the person next to you, started as a thought in somebody's mind. Okay, and that's how it
Okay.
is eventually. If you give it enough energy, enough focus, it will eventually manifest and it will become your experience. And this is the foundation of all of the things that you probably heard: the law of attraction, how to
Yeah.
attract
Opo.
ganito, how to create that. The mind is powerful, but people have been enslaved by their mind. Okay,
Oh.
most
Okay. Mm-mm.
people are now the slaves of the mind, and the challenge of spirituality is to master the mind again, because you are supposed to be the driver of the mind. You need to
Okay.
drive
Oh,
your mind
okay.
again.
Yes. Opo.
Okay. So,
So,
sir, how How, ibang multo-multo, sir, how are they affecting us?
Sorry?
Sir, what about the aliens and those unseen or the multo? How are they affecting our lives?
Uh, well, it depends on the dimension. Okay? Uh, dito sa mundo natin, minsan tumatawid sila kaya sila nakikita. Minsan naman accidentally a person tunes in tapos nakakakita siya sa kanila, whether it's an ugly looking being or a dwarf or whatever. Because we are all coexisting. And all the frequencies all over the universe are all here. You can generate any of them. That's how powerful the mind is. So, if you ask me, bakit yung iba hindi nakakakita, yung iba nakikita? Well, again, it all depends on how, it depends on your history. How were you brought up? What kind of belief systems or viruses were introduced to you that took out the original program of your power? It's like a computer. You are born as I say, like in the image of God with all of these powers. But as you grow, you become deprogrammed. Na hindi naman nadi-delete pero nasasapawan ng mga bagong belief system. In other words, maraming viruses na pinapasok na tinatanggap. Kaya nawawala. So pag nandun na yung fear, tinatakot ka sa mga duwende, tinatakot ka sa multo, ay eventually nawawala yon. Because now, naniniwala ka ngayon na hindi totoo yan, mga demonyo yan. Okay? These are viruses. Okay? There's a lot of belief systems that are viruses that prevent you from really knowing the truth. So, it's simple but it's not easy because it has become a habit. When pag nandito na yung program, alam mo na naman sa computer, pag may pinasok ang program at hindi mo binago yan, ayun lang yun ang gagawin niya. Ulit lang ng ulit. Pag ginanon mo ito, ganun lang yun. Hindi magbabago yun. So you need to find out anong program itong gusto ko na nasa computer. Anong gusto ko ipasok. So nag-upload ka. So may bago kang program. But so you have to be a master of your own mind.
Correct. No, Sir Frank, thank you so much, I really believe in that kasi, 'di ba? Ito nga yung COVID, 'di ba? Hindi naman natin nakikita yung virus. So, I think there's a lot of dimensions with that. Pero ito Sir Frank, how do we increase our knowledge on these matters, And where do our viewers reach out to you rin para mas marami silang maging na information or knowledge about that?
Well, I'll go back. Tama yung in this episode, your direction is actually very helpful because
yes po.
You just need to grow in spirituality. You see, the story about Jesus, there's a story, but let's assume that they are all true because I see this in actuality. I see it in science. A person, an intelligence, as you grow in wisdom, as you grow up in a higher level of consciousness, you're like a flowering plant. So as you mature, then the blooms start to come out. In other words, the powers are there. They're like flowers, and they bloom as you increase your level of spirituality. And that's why, as they say, Jesus can levitate, Jesus can multiply, bread, etc., and make water into wine. I have seen people who can do that personally. Okay?
Wow.
Yes.
Grabe.
How do you learn that, sir?
Water into oil, water into lambanog.
How do we do that, sir?
The levitation and all that stuff. But alam mo naman, the teaching of the master says, pasukin mo lang ang sarili mo. Okay? Of course, needs a lot of practice. But you need to have an open mind. Kaya dapat malaman lang natin sino talaga ako at ano talaga ako. Kasi pag pinasok natin yan, we will really be awed, and I will really say, oh my God, it's really true.
Yeah.
Okay, it's true. It's awesome. There is a God, and this God is in me. It is true. But we need to understand that, not just believe. Kasi pag believe lang, tas somebody else comes along, tinapon mo yung unang belief, pumasok isang belief, hindi pala parehong virus. once hindi nagbabago ang katotohanan pag nakita mo. Hindi nagbabago yan. So, spirituality is also the way of going back within so that you can erase
Okay.
all those viruses na tinanggap mong
Yes.
kapaniwalaan.
Yes.
Unang-una, yung mga limitations natin, unang-una, yung akala natin
Grabe.
totoo to,
Wow.
pero hindi pala. Maraming mga tinatawag na prejudgments na hindi malayo sa katotohanan. For example, I'll give a very simple from experience, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Pumasok ako in my car. I had this young girl, and we went inside a motel. Okay, so
Okay.
people would see that will have no other judgment. They will have their own conclusion. Okay,
Yes.
Yes.
to them it's plain. It's plain. It's very simple. But the truth is, we were invited by the owners because the hotel was haunted. And we had to clean up the hotel because the guests were running out from their rooms, in the night. So you see how the mind works.
Yeah. Oo nga, no?
Yes.
Illustration of how the mind works. Speculations, conjectures,
Yes.
assumptions. You have to watch out. It's very tricky. You need to watch out how one is thinking to be able to reach that kind of spirituality. And of course, if the spirit is peaceful, then the mind has joy, is peaceful, and then you have a good feeling. There's a
judgment
lot of
po, no?
love, compassion,
Yeah. Opo.
and your behavior, of course, will be kind, gentle, generous.
Sir Frank, yeah, just ano po, no? Do you teach that po, no, to other people? Or
Yeah,
is
and
it
where can you
Yeah, I've been doing that for more than 30 years. It's an empowerment workshop. I have a design for corporations.
Okay.
I have
Okay.
three courses for corporations, and I have one for public. I have done a few public because in all of those years I was busy mostly with corporate workshops.
Okay.
I was just called by CEOs or
Yeah.
Frank at usap tayo. So most of the big corporations there, the executives, their board of directors, and all the
Yeah.
way down to the janitors, I have done corporate empowerment programs for them. And what I am proud to say at this point is that when I started doing that work, maraming mga strike. There were a lot of militant unions, and some of these companies were the ones who called me. Anyway, this was starting in the maybe 90. Well, the record shows that all the companies that I have handled up to now never experienced a strike up to now. Yung mga may mga militant, may mga strike. It's an empowerment, it's a holding. It's a process of holding because in a corporation, egos play, and then they all have different motivations.
Yeah.
Okay?
Perspectives.
There is a very, very little enlightenment as they say in that kind of world, and so they need to realize who they are, and they need to improve the relationship so that there's harmony. When there's harmony, it's synergy. 1 + 1 = 1,000. So this is basically my track record in the corporate sector. So I did a few public workshops. Most of them are out of town, 3 days, 2 nights.
Wow,
Parang
nice.
ano talaga,
Sure,
Slow down.
Opo.
Slow down.
It's okay.
we're interested to do that
Oo
with
nga.
you, sir.
Grabe.
So
We are
thank you
interested,
so much, sir, for being with us. We'll be talking to you in person.
Thank you.
In person directly. Thank you, sir, for that overview of what you know. It's really big. Miguel?
Yes, tama. Kaya
Thank you so
alam mo,
much,
Miss
sir.
Michelle, we are really honored, no, na
Yes,
nandito
sir.
po kayo at nag-join po kayo today. And we are honored din na makapag-worship kasama kayo. Ayun. So, thank you so
Thank you,
much,
sir.
Sir Frank.
Thank
Well,
you
I'd
so
like
much
to
for
thank
being
you.
with us.
Because for the people out there who are listening, and especially this episode, that is the mission, and I hope that whatever I have shared with you makes a difference.
Yes, of
Thank you,
course.
sir.
Grabe. Thank you so much,
much.
Sir Frank.
Mr. Joseph Frank Regis, what an honor to have you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, you can leave my right.
Thank you, and see you again, no, Sir Frank.
See you
All
again, sir.
right.
Talk to you, sir.
All
Bye.
right. Bye.
Okay,
Ayan, wow.
sobrang lalim nun, Miguel.
Yes, grabe, no? Mind blown
Oo
talaga until now, no, Miss Michelle.
What do you
Grabe.
think? No, talagang grabe na talaga.
I think na talagang marami po ako natutunan talaga for this episode, Miss Michelle, and talagang babaunin ko po siya. Yes, tama. And I'm really looking forward to more of it.
Okay.
Ayan. Kaya naman, thank you, Sir Frank, again. No? Thank you for sharing your knowledge regarding spirits and beyond. Ayun.
Okay. What's
Apo.
your takeaway doon sa narinig mo, Miguel?
For me, no, personally talaga, Miss Michelle, no, ito po yung based on my opinion sa mga narinig ko. We just need to be open, no, para
Open.
ma-adapt natin lahat ng mga na-discuss
Our
ng
minds.
ng three guests po natin. So,
Yeah.
it depends naman po din naman sa mga viewers natin na kung papaniwalaan nila or hindi. Pero, yun, we just need to be open-minded about this.
Okay.
Ayun.
I agree with you, Miguel. Learning that we are being spiritual is an aspect of wellness and
Opo.
being whole. Now, dito lang yan ha, sa ating pag-explore ng Wellness Wednesday. But before
Yes.
anything else, we shall take a break. Magbabalik ang Wellness Wednesday.
Wellness Wednesdays!
Hi everyone, this is Michelle and welcome back to my channel.
Okay.
Hello, we are back
Hi.
again and thank you so
Bye.
much. Shout out po sa lahat ng mga viewers natin today. I hope na marami po kayo natutunan at kung na mind blown kayo, i-share niyo to sa inyong mga friends, no? Pero no, Miss Michelle, grabe no. I will remember that we are a spiritual being and that we have a capacity to heal our body, and of course, we are not alone and we are a part of the whole universe. Ayun.
Yeah, I really like this
Opo.
episode ha.
Yes, me
Lahat
too.
naman ng ating episode, of course, very nice, di ba?
Correct po. Yes, Miss Michelle. And of course, also to myself na I want to know more about being spiritual.
Okay. We are not we don't just walk this earth as a body, but we have a job to seek our purpose and the best that we can become. Okay?
Yes, correct. So,
Alright.
yan. For today's episode, no, we would like to thank our guests, no, to our dear guest teacher Isa, kay Sir Bonnie, and of course kay Sir Frank Regis, no, to our valued viewers, and our deepest thanks for joining us in for our this episode, no, for today, no, sa Wellness Wednesday. Your support means a lot to us as we try to find and discover new and beneficial ways to feel good, look good, and live life to the fullest. As we say, we call the show Wellness Wednesday. First, it sounds better than Wellness Monday or Wellness Tuesday and any other day of the week, di ba, Miss Michelle?
Yes, of course.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So, well, this is your midweek break to
Opo.
have some care for your body, mind, and soul. Okay. So, yes, Miguel, by centering ourselves in the middle of the week, we give our own mind, body, and spirit a much deserved downtime to think of and reflect on our own needs and aspirations. So, think of Wellness Wednesday as your routine midweek blessing. From here on, join us every Wednesday for Wellness Wednesday, a gift from us to you. Until then, be kind and be good and be well. Dito lang yan sa Wellness
Wednesdays. Kita-kits
We'll see you
again next week.
guys.
Yes.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Bye.
It's Wednesday. It's time to talk about wellness and beauty. I'm Michelle Medina Sison, and I'm an avid fan of anything pure and wholesome.
I enjoy keeping my whole body in great shape. Nutrition and fitness just keep me going. in all forms also interest me. Beauty of poise and figure, beauty of hair and skin, and beauty that comes from within. The search for a higher purpose inspires me to launch a journey of discovery every single day. But it all boils down to one thing: wellness. Being totally well in every part of your life. Physical health, which keeps our senses working at its optimum. Mental health, which allows us to deal with the stresses of life. Emotional health, that balances our relationship with ourselves and the world at large. And spiritual health, which gives us the ability to see beyond ourselves and tap into a higher power.
It's time to heal. It's time to feel better. It's time to look better. And it's time to do well. Join us every Wednesday at 5 p.m. at Caminade Queen Facebook page and Caminade Queen TV YouTube channel. We'll see you there.
It's time for Wellness Wednesday.